So it's the last day of the Western calendar, the 31st of the 12th, 2012. We've all survived the 21st of the 12th, so congratulations. We're all looking at news around the world now, and on ABC Australia we have the preparations for all the celebrations to happen over in Sydney, health scare for Hillary Clinton, and leading as well is Party Mission. A group of A-list stars must fly into Canberra early on the New Year's Day, rather than Sydney's airport. Wow, hey? Big news there. Going to BBC, it's on the US Congress in final push to reach fiscal cliff deal. In Germany, Merkel warns of tough economic times ahead. CNN, again, they're looking at what to do celebrating in New Year's. They've got Hillary Clinton's trip to the hospital. And again, the fiscal cliff gets to the top. RT, still on the gang rape epidemic in India and all the difficulties over there with their crime. Al-Qaeda offers a bounty for US ambassador in Yemen. Got the aeroplane crash, new silent sub, and just looking at the year in review. Reuters, we lead with the Delhi students' gang rape and murder, two worlds collide. US Secretary of State's Clinton hospitalized with blood clot. We've got Venezuela's Chavez suffers new post-surgery complications. And again, Al-Qaeda in Yemen offers bounty. And no end to Syria war if sides refuse to talk. Please, God, let them talk. On Fars, which is an Iranian newspaper, Yemen rejects reports on seizure of Iranian ships with weapons. And look at this, a coup against Maliki government fails. So there was a coup in Iraq that I haven't heard about in the Western media. Going to China's Xinhua News, and it's a lot of their stories are regarding poverty and how they're going to try and alleviate all their country's poverty. So even though they're having great economic pushes forward and a lot of people are getting wealthy over there, just like in India, there are still billions or millions of people in deep, deep poverty. Al Jazeera, last push to avoid US fiscal cliff. I used to like Al Jazeera, but it just seems to be another CNN, another ABC. They got, again, with all the same stories there, they also got a deadly bomb strikes Pakistani Shiite pilgrims. So that's the news for the moment. So that's the news for the year, folks. I know this channel's only just started, and I am still learning how to do this. So please bear with us. I will be looking at this news around the world and trying to relate it to ourselves in our world, in our communities, looking at it through the heart of compassion, in a perspective of truth, and how we can manifest that truth on our daily basis. Like I was talking about the other day with the Indian raper, and how we need to repent and reflect on ourselves in that ladies and those men's sufferings and their karma. And so looking back at this year, 2012, the year of the dragon, we need to be grateful that we've got this far so far, with all the hype and hysteria about the end of the world, and the disasters that are occurring on a weekly basis, daily basis if you live in the Middle East, in Syria, in Africa, South America. The snowstorms, the cyclones, the tsunamis, tornadoes, earthquakes, wars, and rumors of wars, the fiscal collapse, all these natural and man-made disasters. And here we are, still able to communicate using the internet, and we have a lot to be grateful for. To be grateful, first and foremost, for the opportunity to be alive now and to experience what we need to experience. To let go of our egos. Because it is now judgment time, and all our past lives and all our past karma is coming. And it is how we act in the now, from those karmic seeds. How do we react now? Is it through love, or is it through fear? We need to repent for all those sufferings that I described earlier, throughout the world, and in your world too. Think of the difficulties you've had with your friends, family, your co-workers, children, parents. The lessons you've learnt, for they are your reflection, your greatest teachers. The closer they are, the more important the teacher. So if you're a parent and you have a child, they are your greatest teacher. And if you are a child and there's your parent, they are your greatest teacher. Every interaction, the checkout person behind the desk, the person trying to sell you stuff on the telephone, and how you react to that while you're busy trying to do something else. You will notice as the years go by now, these karmic seeds will come to fruition, and you will need to see how you interact with these and the disasters that are going to occur. So be grateful now. Be grateful for the opportunity. Be grateful for your health. Be grateful for the truth that you have received in whatever form, spiritual, religious. Be grateful for the food, your friends, your family. Be grateful for all the suffering that you have received. Be grateful for the air you breathe and the water you drink. Sure, they might be spraying chemicals in both the air and water, but fear not, for love can transform all negativity, as shown by the crystallized water. You can transform that negative water into loving, healing water. You can and our bodies are made up of water, mostly. So you can transform yourselves through love, through gratitude, through forgiveness. Jesus taught about forgiveness. So those that have caused you suffering, forgive as well. Let go of all that. Because this is a new age and a new era. And we need to look at that and look at 2013, the coming of the Western calendar, and the coming in the moon calendar of the snake. We need to look forward to these challenges coming forward, for they will give us divinity. They will make us divine creatures as we transcend all the hardship and our ego. So celebrate tonight, but be conscious, be aware. Try not to drown your sorrows. Don't lose yourselves. Much love, light, peace and harmony. Happy days, people.